Now on to the volleyball court. We hope you enjoyed our live exclusive coverage of high school girls volleyball here on the Service Electric Network. In case you missed it, we'll show you some highlights right now from last night's EPC divisional matchup between Bethlehem Catholic and the Nazareth Blue Eagles. They were coming off of back-to-back sweeps of Nazareth and Stroudsburg, coming into last night's contest with the Golden Hawks, who have gone 2-2 in its last 4 matches with losses to Freedom and Liberty. These two teams were vying for good EPC standings as they approach the end of the regular season. Just 2 matches left. It's crunch time for both Nazareth and Bethlehem Catholic as the two are on the cusp of the EPC standings. In the first set, the Golden Hawks would use run of 6 to establish a 10-6 lead. Mackenzie Ruggiero with a slight hop to slam one down and make sure Becca didn't trail for the remainder of the set. The Blue Eagles would come within 15-14, but the Golden Hawks would pull away for the final 5, ending the set off an ace from Kyla Rodriguez to go up by 1. Now into the second set. The Blue Eagles staged a heck of a comeback after trailing 6-0 to start the set. They would take their first lead 10-9 and never look back. Veronica Morris got the ball rolling with a quick toss over before Lila Arfinella finds the back corner for a 21-15 lead. Nazareth will go on a 3-point run to close out the set, and what better way to do that than with an ace from Violet Allow. 25-19 the final. This match is tied at 1 apiece. Nazareth had 8 aces in this match as they built a 4-0 lead in the third. However, the Golden Hawks would quickly erase that advantage, holding the Blue Eagles to their lowest total yet of 16. Becca wins the third 25-16 and takes a 2-1 set lead. In the fourth, Nazareth would stay one step ahead, up 6-5 before the Golden Hawks would go on a 6-point run to take over at 11-6. Now here's where we go back and forth. Megan Holland using her 6'4" frame to get a couple kills and come within 20-18 before tying the setup at 21 apiece. One more equalizer would come at 23, but it would be the Golden Hawks with the final say. Jody Hewitt will knock one down, and they win the fourth 25-23, end the match 3-1.
One thing we kept saying in our timeouts was our defense was a little rocky, but towards the end what happened was when we did get a good ball, we were able to do something with it, and we just have to continue to do that with every ball we get.
We knew they were doing rotational defense, so we knew the corners were open, so we knew we had to place it there every time to score points, and I think when we did, it was successful. Recently we've been very successful. Tonight we had some errors, but we were pretty successful, but I think if we turn it around, and we'll be fine in the next match.
It's a relief to us because we knew this match would be like a tight, it would determine our spot in the EPCs, basically, like how we stand. So yeah, we're very relieved and we feel more confident now going into postseason.
We needed this win. It was a great win for us, and we have to continue to push ourselves because we have very tough competition coming up.
So the Golden Hawks improved to 11-4. They had 36 total kills in that contest last night against Nazareth, who's now 11-6 overall, 8-6 in the EPC. Both of these teams have just 1 game left in the regular season as we take a look at our standings in the District 11 4A class first. So we have Emmaus and Parkland at the top. Now, it's a little bit wonky in terms of who they've played, the level of competition. So Emmaus does have that #1 spot at 15-1. They defeated Central 3-1 last night. A little surprised to see they dropped a set against the Vikings. They've only dropped 8 sets all season long. And speaking of not dropping many sets, Parkland has only dropped 1. They defeated Whitehall 3-0 last night. They'll play their final regular season game Thursday against Emmaus. We will have that live for you here on the Service Electric Network starting at 6 p.m. They're 15-0. Freedom is 16-1. They have that lone loss to Parkland. They defeated Nazareth 3-0 last night. That was their 9th straight win. They'll close it out against Liberty on Thursday. Now, speaking of Liberty, they've been a kind of a surprise contender this year. 11-4. They defeated Easton 3-0 last night. They beat Nazareth just a little bit ago, and that's their 7th straight win after a 4-4 rocky start. Now, Nazareth rounding out this top group here. They're 4-4 in their last 8 matches, and they will finish off their regular season Thursday against Easton. Northampton, they're 10-7. We've got Pocono Mountain East 12-7 in those final 3 against Pleasant Valley, Easton, and Pocono Mountain West. Let's take a look at our District 11 3A girls volleyball standings. Pottsville is undefeated, 14-0. They defeated Tamaqua 3-0 last night, dropped 2 sets all season long. They will definitely be a contender in that 3A class, and as will Southern Lehigh, 12-1. Their regular season finale is tonight. It's their Dig Pink night against Saucon Valley. And then we have Bethlehem Catholic, as I mentioned, 11-4. They won 10 of their last 12 matches. Thursday, they will play Deeriff to close out their regular season. Then we have Blue Mountain, Jim Thorpe, Lehighton, Northwestern Lehigh, and Saucon Valley closing that out. It should get extremely interesting once we get to those EPC playoffs, and District 11 playoffs should be extremely interesting as well. So we are going to step aside for just